The herringbone single crochet is my new obsession, and I want to show you how to make it. I won't lie to you, this isn't a beginner stitch and it's not particularly easy, but it is a 2-row repeat pattern, so once you get the hang of it, you're good to go. And as long as you're not a beginner, if you have this tutorial to see where to place your crochet hook, you've got this. Moving right along into row 1, the first thing to note is that you can see your stitches here on the top, but kind of on the front side, and also stitches over here on the top, but more like the back side. This is pretty unique to this stitch, and you just want to make sure that for this row, you work your stitches into this front side. If you work them into the back, the pattern won't come out right. And this is completely different from front loop only, back loop only. This is a different thing. This stitch just produces this weird thing where you have like stitches on either side. Just use those 2 loops towards the front. And our first stitch is going to be a single crochet. Now this next stitch is where it gets interesting. So your first stitch in the row is just a normal single crochet. But now we're going to insert our hook into the leg of this single crochet here. And then insert your hook from front to back into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, and pull through those last 3 loops. And that's what you're going to repeat for the rest of this row. So let me show you a couple more times. You're going to insert your hook into the leg of that single crochet here. And then into the next stitch from front to back. Yarn over, pull through loop, and yarn over, and pull through those last 3 loops. And again, insert your hook into the leg of that single crochet, and then into the next stitch from front to back, and yarn over, and pull through the remaining 3 loops. And that's all there is to row 1. You can rewatch that as many times as you need to, and after this stitch, I'm going to skip ahead to row 2. So row 2 is worked on the wrong side. For row 1, we worked into the 2 loops more towards the front of our work. For row 2, we are working in the 2 loops more towards the top or the back of our work. Into the first stitch, we're working a reverse single crochet. So insert your hook from back to front, and then you pull your yarn with your hook through the stitch from the front to the back, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So this row is a little trickier than row 1, but just stick with me and watch along with the tutorial, and you should be able to get it. In row 1, we insert our hook into this front leg. For row 2, we're inserting our hook into the back leg, like so, and then from back to front into the next stitch. And then using your hook to pull that yarn through the stitch to the back, yarn over, pull through those 3 loops. Let me show you that again. So insert your hook into the back leg of your stitch, and then from back to front into the next stitch. Use your hook to draw that yarn through that stitch into the back, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. And let me show you a couple more times so you can get the hang of it. Insert your hook into that back leg, and then from back to front into the next stitch. Use your hook to draw that yarn through that stitch into the back, yarn over, and pull through those last 3 loops. If you stayed with me to the end, thank you, and if you've been stitching along with me, great job. While this is not an easy or beginner stitch, it is really fun and really satisfying to work, and I really want to make a scarf out of it now. Let me know in the comments what you would use this stitch to make. And if you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe. I release new videos every week.